there only one dual coil bridge, Matt, or is there more than one?
Dual coil bridge.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I think there's only the Steam Crave one, isn't there?
you could you could dual coil the Kirch, but only with really, really small coils.
Like 2 mil or less.
2 mil at a push. It wasn't really. You could do it, but it weren't really geared up for it. But dual coil in a Boro, it's just not.
Yeah,
Doesn't need it.
I think with the whole Steam Crave thing and the Johnny Overkill thing, and I understand the Johnny Overkill thing that he's going for a massive amount of battery power, and he can run any bridge that he wants for a long time. But a bridge is a bridge. It's going to run a single coil. It's going to run a mouth to lung.
Well, I went through this. I went through this thing because when I peered into the Boro rabbit hole and dived in and got my collection of stuff, I still craved a dual coil Boro. And then the dual battery devices started to come out, and then of course Steam Crave bought theirs out, and you can get dual coil in theirs. But then I just thought, I just use an RTA. What's the fucking point?
What they're doing is kind of taking away the point of Boro.
Yeah,
Boro should be a compact, pocket-friendly device.
Yeah.
18650, 21700. It's just that it makes them too big. Makes them too big. They're supposed to be compact. That is the idea of them.
If you look at like on Seabot, it's tiny. It's a tiny little.
They're definitely designed for mouth to lung as well. Like that, the originals were. Yeah. Most of the stuff was designed for mouth to lung.
If you want dual coil,
billet box had a voltage board with two 16340 batteries in it, and it was mouth to lung only. Literally, you couldn't do much on it. But now it's it does your restricted direct lung perfectly.
It's because it's attracted people like me and thousands of other vapers that want the latest thing, and they want to tinker with it and customize it, and they like that side of it. But they still want the dual coil hit. You just you have to stay with tanks.
If you get a bridge built right and you get the right coil in it,
it's nice.
I can absolutely sing.
Like a 0.41 stagger fuse claps and Boro.
Exactly, like a 0.41 stagger fuse claps would be absolutely spot on. Which is funny enough what's in my Boro.
Good.
Yeah, I think the whole Boro thing, single 18650, tiny, compact, mouth to lung, does it perfectly. Restricted direct lung, yeah, absolutely. But when you want to start pushing clouds from a small compact device, it loses it, and then you turn it into a big device.
Well, you get dessert vapors trying to get into the Boro thing. It just doesn't work.
No.
Every hobbyist vapor that I know always say the same thing. I say, what do you vape on? And they say fruits and that in Boros and custards on Max.
Yeah, fruit nice for Boro all day for me.
Fruit or tobacco if you're doing mouth to
lung. I'm on my second journey round with Boro, because I did Boro back in 2016, 2017 was when I started with the billet box. Went through that setup, spent fortunes of money on them, used them all the time, and then just stopped using them. They're too finicky, too messy. And then I just went back to cloudy shit, squonking, tubes, big tanks. And then I went back down the rabbit hole, spent far too much money on stupid fucking 3D printed shit. And then
you're really hating on the 3D printed shit at the minute, aren't you?
I don't like 3D printed shit.
I'm not a big fan, apart from BMM 3D print.
I don't like 3D print. I don't.
But now,
why not?
Just
I'm
don't
carrying
like
something like that around all the time.
I like heavy mods. I like heavy hand feel desktop mods is my thing.
But if
I like 3D printed Boros because I spent a lot of money on them. I have to like them.
If you were going to go for a high-end device and you wanted some mouth to lung, the obvious suggestion from me, it would be a dope bridge.
But you could go for like a K-Fun with on a Danny.
Do you know what I would like? Do you know what I would
wouldn't
like?
have to go down the Boro if you don't want to, you know.
What I would really like and what I would spend money on is a high-end dual coil RTA. There just isn't many.
There aren't.
No. I think because that's because all the
dual coil
makers have gone down the Boro mods, haven't they?
Well, it's seen as vulgar.
Yeah.
It's the high-end stuff is all the finer side of vaping, and when you think of the finer side of vaping, it's always single coil, single battery,
gentleman vaping, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the K65, my K65 that I use with the drum, I do genuinely love that setup. It works absolutely flawlessly, and it's absolutely gorgeous. But I will still organically reach for a dual coil something.
Yeah.